Welcome to this video on drawing different roof configurations using the Roofs and Attics tab in PlansXpress. During this video, I'll talk you through how to approach drawing a number of different roof shapes. You can then apply the methods and processes I'm demonstrating to the roof you're drawing. I'm going to start by drawing this roof design. It's an L-shaped building with a gable at one end and a hip at the other. There are a few different ways you could draw this, but the most straightforward way is to start by drawing a hipped roof and then convert one end to a gable. I've already drawn my walls, so I can go to the Roofs and Attic tab, click the Roofs drop-down menu, and select the tiled cut roof. In this example, I'm going to select a typical 40-degree cut roof template. In this video, I won't talk through every dimension in the Dimensions wizard. These are covered in the Getting Started video, which I've linked on this video page. This video is focusing on which roof type and method to select to draw a particular roof shape. So for this purpose, seeing as I'm happy with my 40-degree pitch, I'm just going to click Accept Defaults. If I start by drawing an apex roof, I'll have to draw the roof in two sections. When you're drawing apex roofs, you have to break the roof down into rectangles. This is due to the geometry of roofs and the way the code works behind the scenes in PlansXpress. However, if I select the hipped roof option, I can draw the whole roof in one click. Then I'll only need to tweak one end to become a gable, so I'm going to select the hipped roof option. The software recommends that we use the one-click method to place a roof on a closed circuit of walls. This is the quickest way of placing a hipped roof if you want it to cover all the walls in your building, which we do in this case. You can see from this diagram here that this method is suitable for an L-shaped building. So this is a quick method for achieving the desired end result. This method is already selected, so I can simply click Finish. The command window, which gives the instructions, now prompts me to move my mouse into the building. When you place your cursor within the walls, you can see where the roof's going to appear. Left click to place the roof. The software then automatically draws the roof with hips at both ends. It also prompts me to draw roof accessories. I won't go through these here, as they're covered in the Getting Started video on drawing a roof, so I'm going to click Done for now. You can see from the 3D view that I now have an L-shaped roof with hips at both ends. To convert one end to a gable, I can use one of the roof editing tools. On the Roofs and Attics tab, there's an Edit Roof section, and in there's a Make Gable button. If I click Make Gable, I can convert one end of the roof into a gable. The command window instructs me to click on the roof edge that I want to make into a gable. Hover your cursor on the edge of the roof where you want to make the gable. A blue line will appear. Simply left click to convert the hip end to a gable end. The software does this automatically. You could convert the other end to a gable if you needed. You could also convert the ends to barn hips in a similar way. To do that, you'd click the Make Barn Hip button, enter the height of the barn hip, and then click on the roof edge where you want to place the barn hip. So the roof editing tools allow you to play around with the roof styles, which is very handy when you're at the design stage. The next roof is a fairly straightforward roof design. The main roof consists of an apex roof, and there's a simple lean-to at the back of the building. Again, for speed, I've drawn the walls already. This is a two-storey building, so I've set up the levels so the walls are stacked on top of each other correctly, as we can see from the 3D view. When putting a roof on a multi-storey building, always ensure that you draw the roof on the appropriate level. It's very easy to accidentally draw your roof on the ground floor plan. To draw the roof, go to the Roofs and Attic tab and click on the Roofs drop-down menu. I'm going to select the tiled cut roof again, and I'm going to select the 40-degree pitch cut roof template. As before, I'm going to accept the default dimensions. For this roof, I need to draw an apex roof and a lean-to roof. I'm going to start by drawing the apex roof, so I'm going to click the apex roof option. As mentioned previously, when you draw apex roofs, you need to draw the roof in rectangular sections. There's only one drawing method available to you. The apex roof I'm drawing consists of one rectangle, so it's really straightforward to draw. However, If you're drawing a more complex apex roof layout, take a moment to read the advice on this screen. Once you've done that, click Finish. Follow the instructions on the command window to draw the apex roof. The first instruction is to give the first corner of the roof, using the outer face of the wall, so the external side. When placing a roof using the rectangular method, you click on two opposite corners of the rectangle. In this example, we can easily click on all of the four corners, so it doesn't matter which corner I start on. I'm going to place the first corner of the rectangle at the bottom left corner of the building. Remember to click on the outside of the wall. The next instruction is to give the opposite corner of the roof. Now I'm going to mark out the opposite corner of the rectangle, on the top right corner of the building. Again, locate the snap point on the outside of the wall, and then click to finish placing the rectangle. The final step is to select the orientation of the roof ridge. Move your cursor to position the roof ridge, and then click to select the orientation of the roof. As is the case when you draw all roofs, you'll then be prompted about adding roof accessories. I'm going to click Done for now. Now I'm going to add the lean-to roof. I'm going to skip the Dimensions wizard by clicking the icon at the top of the Roofs drop-down menu. This will automatically select a roof with the same dimensions and specification I've previously drawn. The roof pitch won't be correct, but I can alter that once I've drawn the roof. This time I'm going to select the lean-to or mono-pitch roof option. When drawing a lean-to roof, there are multiple methods available to you to draw the roof. Familiarise yourself with the guidance notes on this screen to develop your understanding of when to use each method. You can use the one-click method. This works for mono-pitch roofs. Use the rectangle method when the roof isn't supported on walls on all sides, as in the case of a porch or a lean-to. For a more complex shape of lean-to, for example a wraparound, you can use the polyline method to draw the outline of the roof. For this simple rectangular lean-to, I'm going to use the top option, the rectangular method. Once you've made your choice, click Finish. Drawing a lean-to using the rectangle method is very similar to drawing an apex roof. You mark out two opposite corners of the roof, then indicate where the eaves line is. The first instruction is to give the first corner of the roof using the outer face of the wall. I can easily click on all four corners of the lean-to, so I can start on any corner. I'm going to start on the top left of the lean-to. Click to place the first corner of the roof, and the software then prompts me to give the opposite corner of the roof. Now I'm going to click on the bottom right of the lean-to to finish drawing the rectangle. The final instruction is to give the roof orientation, with the blue line indicating the position of the eaves. The eaves line is at the bottom of the slope, so I'm going to click there. Again, I'm not going to worry about adding roof accessories now. We can see from the 3D view that the roof pitch isn't right for the lean-to at the moment. To edit the roof pitch, I can use the Edit Roof Pitch tool on the Roofs and Attic tab. Type in the pitch you want the roof to have, say 12 degrees, then decide if you want to apply the change of pitch to one face of the roof or to an entire section of roof. Of course, in this case it's the same thing, as the lean-to only has one face, but in a more complex roof you can select an individual face of the roof to change. The command window asks you to click on the roof you want to edit the pitch of. Click on the eaves line of the lean-to, and we can see from the 3D preview that the pitch of the lean-to roof has now been updated. With this next roof, I'll show you how you can draw two sections of apex roof to create an L-shaped roof with valleys. I'll also show you how to draw a lean-to roof abutting walls on two sides. Let's start with the main roof. I'll need to draw two rectangular sections of apex roof, and PlansXpress will work out where to place the valley. As you can see, the walls and levels have already been drawn. I'm going to go to the Roofs and Attic tab, click the Roofs drop-down menu, select the roof type, and this time I'm going to select a template with a 45-degree pitch. To fast forward through the Dimensions wizard, I'm going to click Accept Defaults, and then you probably guessed I'm going to select the Apex Roof option. As we've seen previously, we need to use the rectangular drawing method for apex roofs. Read the notes if you need to, then click Finish. As always, I'm going to follow the instructions in the command window to draw the roof. The first instruction it gives is to place the first corner of the roof. So in this example, you'll see that we have snap points on 3 corners of this section of roof. The fourth corner would be trickier to place because we don't have an endpoint to snap onto. So it makes sense to use the bottom left and top right corners to place the rectangle. So I'm going to click on the bottom left corner first. The next step is to give the opposite corner of the roof, so I'm going to click on the top right corner of this rectangle. The final instruction is to give the roof orientation or direction. I need the ridge running vertically in this case, so I'm going to move my cursor and then click once the ridge is in the vertical position. When asked about adding roof accessories, I'm going to click Done. So if we have a look at the 3D, at the moment you can see we've got a straight apex roof. When we draw the next section of roof, it'll automatically tee into this one. So I'm going to click the icon on the top of the roof's drop down menu to bring up the same roof specification again. As before, I'm going to select Apex Roof and then click Finish. So as I did the first time, I need to draw another rectangle of roof to form the valley. When drawing valley roofs, make sure you extend the rectangle right up to the existing roof ridge. This will ensure that PlansXpress draws a full valley. If the rectangle doesn't go far enough up the slope of the existing roof, you might end up with a squared off top to your valley. As before, I'm going to plan which 2 corners of the rectangle I'm going to click onto. There isn't an intersection point at this top left corner of this rectangle, so I'm going to avoid using that corner. Instead, I'm going to place the top right and bottom left corners of the rectangle, as there are snap points there to click onto. So place the first corner of the roof. Now I need to place the opposite corner. I'm going to make sure I stretch this rectangle all the way up to the roof ridge. With my cursor over the point where the ridge hits the outside of the wall, I'm going to place the opposite corner of the rectangle. Finally, I need to click to select the ridge direction. Left click once you're happy with the orientation of the ridge. Click Done to the box asking if you want to add any additional roof items. And if we take a look at the plans, we can see that the 2 sections of apex roof have teed in nicely. We can also see that in the 3D model. If the valley hasn't formed correctly, perhaps it looks something like this. You can select the roof as I've done by clicking on one of the roof lines, click onto the handle at the top of the valley, and drag the valley into its correct position. Of course, you can also play around with the roof pitches to make the roof work. So that's how to draw apex valleys using the rectangular method. Now I can draw the lean-to roof. I'm going to go back through the dimensions wizard so I can set the lean-to pitch appropriately. So I'm going to click on the roof's drop-down menu, select the tile cut roof, and select the 20-degree cut roof template. I'm going to accept the defaults, and then select the lean-to or mono-pitch roof option. As we saw previously, when drawing a lean-to roof, there are multiple methods available to you to draw the roof. This time we need to use the rectangular method, because the roof is a simple rectangular shape, but it isn't supported by walls on all sides. So having selected the top option, I'm going to click Finish. As we've done before, because we're using the rectangular method, we need to mark out 2 opposite corners of the roof. As it's a lean-to roof, we need to make sure the rectangle abuts the main walls, but doesn't go over them. The first instruction is to give the first corner of the roof. We can easily click on all 4 corners of the lean-to, so can start anywhere. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Click to place the first corner, then click to place the opposite corner, and finally click to place the eaves line. I'm going to place this along the long side of the lean-to. Now you may remember from the original image that this design has a hip at one end. We can convert the gable to a hip using the Make Eaves button on the Edit Roof tools. Click Make Eaves, then click on the edge of the roof that you want to convert to a hip. You get a preview of what the roof lines will look like. So that's the lean-to complete. This next design has a hipped roof which can be drawn in one click, as the walls are a closed circuit. It also features a lean-to roof which can be drawn using the polyline drawing method. With the walls in place, go to the Roofs and Attic tab and click on the Roofs drop-down menu. Select the tiled cut roof specification, and this time I'm going to select the 35-degree pitch template. I'm going to accept defaults as before, and then I'm going to select the hipped roof option. We can use the recommended one-click method as the upstairs walls are a closed circuit of walls. The recommended option is pre-selected, so I can just click Finish. If I place my cursor in the upstairs walls, PlansXpress will automatically draw the roof. All I need to do is click to place it. Now I can add the wraparound lean-to. I'm going to go back to the Roofs drop-down menu, select the roof specification, and this time I'm going to select the 15-degree cut roof. This time I'm going to select the lean-to or mono-pitch roof option. And as we've seen before, there are multiple methods available to you to draw a lean-to or mono-pitched roof. As this roof I'm drawing now isn't supported by walls on all sides, I can't use the one-click option. And for that reason I'm going to select the polyline method to draw the outline of the roof. Once you've selected your drawing method, click Finish. Now let's refer to the command window, which tells us how to draw a roof using the polyline method. The first instruction tells us to give the first corner of the roof. Start on any snap point at the perimeter of the roof. We're then prompted to give the next corner. We can continue in this way, clicking around the perimeter to mark out the roof. I'm going to press the C key on my keyboard to complete the circuit. The final step is to position the eaves line. The blue line indicates where the eaves are going to go, so simply click again once you're happy with the position of the eaves. As we've done before, we can use the editing tools to make any tweaks that are required. I hope this video has given you some insight into how to draw different common roof configurations. If you need any assistance drawing your roof, please get in touch with the tech support team.